How you doing, guys? We're back for another beer review, and I'm sure this is one of my dozens and dozens of fans have just been waiting for me to finally get to because it just appeared now in the NSLC. Apparently, probably this week or last week. I haven't been there in a while, so I don't fucking know what's going on over that place. But yeah, this is one my brother picked up tonight, and he bought it in a 6 pack, and he was nice enough to give me one. So thanks to my brother. This is Guinness's Blonde American Lager, sitting at 5% alcohol by volume. Yeah, made in the USA. It's actually made at Latrobe, I believe. Um, what does it say here? Brewed and bottled by Guinness Brewing Company at Latrobe. So yeah, apparently they were marketing this. I guess it was like last year that it started, or perhaps it's been 2 years now. I can't remember. But they made a point that they basically wanted it to be actually brewed in the U.S. under their supervision. So this is like a Uber contracted brew to a certain degree because apparently they had a bit more oversight on what was going on in the brewing of this one. So it says a crisp, refreshing tasting beer, rich, delicious, flavorful, brewed in America in the Guinness tradition. It uses Guinness yeast and Mosaic and William Emmett American hops. Yeah, so there you go. Guinness making a lager. So it's a marriage of their yeast and American hops, essentially. I didn't know William Emmett was American. I thought that was a British hop or something. But apparently I'm wrong. Alright. So I've actually seen a lot of favorable reviews for this one. So it should be interesting to see how it actually turns out. Alright. So she's your, well, she's not golden straw. She's amber. Lighter amber, but amber all the same. So definitely a little darker than your typical macro lagers. Looks nice. A little bit of a head going there. So there you go. Bubbles coming up. Looks like a lager. What can you do? So let's go right to the aroma. Grainy, flowery. Slightly wet cardboard. Doesn't smell bad. It smells sort of like a typical okay macro lager. Like whenever like a macro company, here's our amber lager or something like that, where they got a little bit, maybe a bit more malt base going on in it. That's sort of what this smells like. There's a little extra oomph in it. So we'll go right to the taste. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't really get much taste from the Mosaic hops. You do get hop bite in this, though. I'll give it that. It definitely has a little bit of a lingering bitterness in the background. Up front, it's just your typical kind of pale malt, grainy kind of lager taste. Nothing special. No off notes or anything like that. No off flavors, so that's a good thing. Not quite as carbonated as I was expecting. I was expecting maybe a bit more crisp carbonation to it, but this isn't going in that direction. Hmm. Um, yeah, there's Not much to it. I mean, it's just got a bit of a more of a lingering hop bite. Not much hop flavor or anything like that. Not that I was really expecting any. It was perfectly acceptable stuff. Would I buy it again? Probably not. And I imagine it's probably pretty pricey. I didn't ask my brother what the price was, and I didn't look it up, but I'm expecting it's probably around $14 or more. Probably upwards of like $15 or $16, I would imagine. Knowing the way the prices have been going lately, it might even be higher at this point. Of course, that's buying it here in Canada, so I don't know what it is. In the U.S., probably a little bit more as well than the usual slop you buy. Yeah. I've had better, I've had worse. It's decent enough. You know, I was going to be nice to it. And this is number one in their Brewers series, apparently. So I'm assuming the forthcoming IPA is going to be like number two in their Brewers series or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they've had some others between now and then. I don't remember. Yeah, I was going to just sort of maybe be a little nice given the name, brand, and stuff, but that's not very fair, is it? That's kind of stupid. So, um, you know, I've had a lot better, honestly, and again, I've had a lot worse, but this doesn't really strike me as something I want to buy again, and there's nothing all that really interesting about it. So I'm going to go 2.75 out of 5 for Guinness Blonde American Lager. If you're just going by style, it's probably like a 3.5 or something like that out of 5. If you want that sort of rating, but just my personal taste and opinion on it, 2.75 out of 5. I won't buy it again, but it's worth trying out if you're interested. Can Guinness make a decent American lager? Yes, they can. There you go. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye bye.